on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale with my man Thunderstruck. Dude, it's been a couple months. Welcome back to the channel, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Since the last time we recorded, we've been in quarantine the whole time, so yeah, it's been long.
Right? Yeah, we just, last time we spoke was the beginning of quarantine, and now here we are a couple months later, you know, whatever, 7-8 weeks later. Wow, man. Well, how you hanging in there? Still okay?
Yeah, quarantine has let me start streaming, so there's positives and there's at least some positives.
Some positives, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news, and I know about your stream because I've been watching you a lot. That's actually what led to today's video. You're streaming on MadCat, so let me give that a huge plug. Go ahead and check out all of Thunderstruck's links, guys, but hang out with me and just an awesome community there. How do you like it so far, man?
I'm really loving it. Streaming is really fun, and I love getting to talk to the community.
Yeah, dude, you're great at it too. You are a natural. I'm not just saying that, man. I don't say that too often. My guests will notice that I don't say that too often, but you're great because you're entertaining. You're really good at the game. You engage with viewers a lot, so check them out, guys. Thunderstruck. So I saw you yesterday playing this deck, man, or 2 days ago, and I was like, dude, we gotta get you on. Actually, you said it. You're like, it's Mega Knight Cycle, and I love it. And you were having a lot of fun with it, man. Tell us about this deck a little bit while I put on a replay here.
Sure thing.
Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Now, guys, I don't cover games here on the channel for even sponsored content that I don't play myself. You guys know that I have a second channel where I upload Raid daily for free. I love this game. It's a great change of pace in between my Clash Royale fast-paced matches. This is a little bit of a slower play game where it takes a lot of kind of strategy in terms of building out different teams for different areas in the game. In Raid Shadow Legends, you build these teams. There's millions of possibilities because there's so many champions, and it's not, you don't just have to have the best champions in the game. There is no best champion inside Raid Shadow Legends. There's just not. There's different skill sets and different kind of synergy that you have between all the champions that you use. Now, when you get into this game, even in the beginning, you'll notice there are different areas to play. There's arena, there's clan boss, and there's specific dungeons alongside the normal campaign. So, for example, in Dragons, this is my Dragons team, you can see. And for Ice Golem, well, you can see that in Ice Golem's Peak, I have an Ice Golem team. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this team on while I tell you guys about my special offer for you guys. If you download Raid Shadow Legends today, you will get one of the better offers I've been able to give you guys. Using my link below, only good for 30 days, you guys will get a epic champion for free. Usually I give away rare champions, guys. So if you've ever been considering it, start today. We're gonna give 50k silver and a free epic champion, Jotun, just by going ahead and downloading using my link in the description below. So guys, thank you so much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video, and check out my second channel, Ash Raid Shadow Legends. It's going really strong, guys. Thank you for those of you who are supporting me. Now back to the main video.
So this is a Mega Knight Cycle deck, and the Cycle part is the Skeletons, the Bats, and the Heal Spirit, and I guess also the Snowball. And with those 4 Cycle cards, you're able to get to Earthquake for Spell Cycle if you want, or Mega Knight for defense, or Hunter for defending Lava Hounds and Balloons, or even Hoggies for going in with those non-stop quick attacks.
Yeah, and you know, one thing about the deck, because you can cycle so quickly, how are you, talk a little bit about the big fella, about the Mega Knight. Like, I noticed that when I was just watching you, again, very small sample size, because I only watched whatever, you know, like 8 games or something, but I noticed that you were able to be very aggressive with him at times too. So how are you playing the Mega Knight as opposed to maybe a traditional Mega Knight like Skeleton Barrel deck?
So because this deck has such a fast cycle, there will be opportunities to play aggressive Mega Knights you usually wouldn't, since they will have the Mega Knight counter out of cycle. So let's say you're playing against P.E.K.K.A. And there'll be times you can outcycle the P.E.K.K.A. with your Mega Knight and then get a lot of damage that way.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah. So in generally speaking, is this an aggressive deck, or? It's gotta be, right? Or no?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure I had it right. All right, so sounds good, man. Talk a little bit about I would be remiss if I did not ask you about Earthquake. So what's your take on the new Earthquake? Obviously, it was a rework. You know, a lot of Expo players are happy, but at the same time, you're playing it. You still seem to like the card. Talk a little bit about it.
I'd say Earthquake is actually better than before the balance changes, which might surprise a lot of people. One of the main interactions that have improved is it now one-shots skeletons. So if your opponent is playing skeleton army, it can be super useful. Another interaction that has changed is it now does more damage to towers and more damage to troops. The Princess Tower does more damage to.
Yeah.
So it's better for spell cycling, and it's also better just against normal troops. And because of this, Earthquake is less matchup dependent because it doesn't really matter if your opponent has a building or not. And it's really good against troops. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So are you trying to, so is that changing the way you play it a little bit? Are you playing it more, like back in, last month meta, in Season 10 meta, Earthquake was one of those cards that maybe towards the end of the match you can use it rather aggressively, but early on you're using it primarily against buildings, or at least to wait and see if they don't have a building. So now are you playing it kind of like more of a snowball, fireball types, arrows type spell where you can get aggressive with it?
Yeah, pretty much. The slow factor of the Earthquake is obviously massive, and there will be matchups where you're not able to break through, where they have Bomb Tower, Valkyrie Tornado, or whatever. And that's when Earthquake can really shine, because that's when you can spell cycle it. And because this deck cycles so fast, spell cycling is really effective.
Yeah, man. I like this deck, man. You were having a lot of fun with it too. You were just like, I love it. Like, even you lost a couple in a row, like at one point, and you were just like, dude, I don't care. I still love this deck. It's just so much fun,
Yeah, for sure.
So, dude, want to go ahead and kind of run down a play-by-play against 2.6, like the most popular deck still 4 years later, and then we'll play some lives after that?
All
right, let's press play on the 2.6 in 3, 2, 1, go. So talk about a little bit about starting strategy early in the match while we get into this one.
Okay, so my favorite card to start off with is Skeletons in the back. But we're not going to have the opportunity to do that. If you play Skeletons and Hunter fast enough, it stops all hog hits. Unfortunately, I don't get that, but just a pro tip for you guys.
Yeah. I'm so slow, dude. When you get to be my age, like sometimes they'll have a goblin barrel as their starting play, and I'll have log in hand. I'll be like, and I'll miss it. Like, that's how awful it is. Anyway, go on.
I can somehow start to feel also relate to that. I feel like some of these 16-year-olds and stuff, their reaction times are just so fast.
How old are you? 18?
I'm 18, so it's not a big difference. But,
okay. So back to the strats here. It looks like you're just playing defense. He's pretty aggressive, obviously. So you're just kind of defending and sending in the. When do you decide to send in the Royal Hogs? I can see you have them selected here.
So you want to play Royal Hogs when they don't really have their counters on cycle, and mainly in double elixir, especially. Against 2.6, you always want to be defending really hardcore and single. So because single is when they'll be easily able to get hard connections. After single, it's really hard for them to get hard connections. So just playing slow and defensive up until double elixir is probably the play.
And you go with the Mega Knight in the back there again, just kind of a slow play style, kind of clogging up the lane he's already committed to.
Yep, and it kills the Musketeer, so it's good value.
Now you get a little. So now what are you thinking right here?
Split lanes. Split lanes is very effective with this deck, and I somehow missed that Earthquake. I swear that cannon is inside the Earthquake. But
right, it looked like it. Yeah. I thought you had it until you said you missed it. All right.
So split lanes is really effective with this deck because you can have Mega Knight in one lane clogging everything up, and then you can have Hoggies, 3 Hoggies on the right, 1 Hoggy on the left, whatever you want. And it's really awkward for them to defend. You can also add a heal spell or bats. You can even split bats. So it's really, really difficult for them to defend. Here I split bats and Hoggies.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. And you go with it. This time you nail that.
Misses the fireball.
Yeah, he misses the fireball. You nail the Earthquake, and now, but it's still really, really tight at this point in the match.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy to be in this situation because double elixir is better for me. I just need to make sure to not let him get any hog hits.
Okay.
And my Mega Knight lands on the Musketeer, and this is where I get most of my damage.
Boom.
I take the win.
And I love it. And you went in with the Royal Hogs there, knowing he had Fireball in hand, because he had to basically Fireball log you, because the Mega Knight was tanking. Is that your thought process?
Yeah, even if he just Fireballed there, it wouldn't have been enough, because all those 1 HP Hoggies would have taken down the tower. And he didn't have Elixir to play Fireball, Log, plus an Ice Golem or whatever else to distract the Mega Knight.
And then my man gives you a princess yawn at the end. That was voted the most disrespectful BM in a Twitter poll. What do you think is the most disrespectful BM Twitter emote? Not Twitter.
I have to agree with the people. Probably the yawning emote, yeah.
Yeah, you don't think I'm the only weirdo who thinks it's the picking the nose barbarian. You don't think that's?
Oh, I think if you play against a certain player, that would be very disrespectful. But
oh God, you went there, bro.
I hope I don't get hate for that one.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go ahead and move on to. Let's move on to the live matches. You know what? It would the middle finger would also be incredibly disrespectful. Going back to the Royal Suarez days in 2017 CCGS. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and search. We're top 150 right now. All right, here we go into the first match. What's your starting hair like, man?
Skeletons, so it's fine to just split skellies. It's a really safe play.
Okay.
Now I'm just gonna get chip damage with Heal Spirit. I think Heal Spirit is the best card in the game. I don't think that's an exaggeration. Yep.
Okay, man. Wow. That's a definitive statement. I like it.
Big words. Just in some scenarios, in every scenario, it's so strong. For example, I get chip damage, which is well worth the 1 elixir, or I heal up 1 HP Hoggies all the way to full. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I wonder if a lot of people agree with you in that or disagree. I agree. Like 1 elixir for that value is, I mean, just being a 1 elixir card inherently has so much value cycle-wise, you know. So yeah. I
was talking to Bag about this as well, and I think he agrees too. Heal Spirit is just so strong.
So here we go. Kind of like an elixir advantage, but sorry, go ahead.
You might think that Bomb Tower is like a hard counter to this deck, just because Bomb Tower counters Hoggies typical. Ooh, I can't talk. Sorry. But since you have Earthquake and Heal Spirit even, Bomb Tower isn't a big deal. And we're playing against Balloon here, and I'm trying to cycle my Hunter like that. Since he doesn't have Login Cycle, we can go in with the Heal Spirit right behind the Hoggies, and he's going to really struggle. You see the Heal Spirit value there? It completely negates one hit.
You were right. You're like, Bomb Tower, no big deal.
And even though we don't get a lot of damage, we do get up in a lot of elixir.
Elixir, exactly. So you have a nice advantage here in the match. And I like how you just didn't delay. You just went right into it, you know?
And even though I played Hunter, like if he played Balloon now, I have Hunter back again. So it's fine to like play Hunter.
Okay. Why aren't you going with like Mega Knight in the back again like you did last time?
I was waiting for his Musketeer.
Got you.
You see the Heal Spirit, man? It's brilliant.
Yeah, the Heal Spirit's like, dude, he just called me the best card in the game. I'm not going to let my man down. I'm not going to disappoint. Wow, this deck looks so much fun to play, man.
Yeah, that's one of the main things. It's my favorite deck ever. I'm starting to feel like...
Whoa, that's crazy.
Clickbait title and thumbnail.
Yeah, my best deck ever. Title and thumbnail done. Yeah. You give me a lot of fodder to use for a title and thumbnail on this video. I could go my best deck ever. I could go Earthquake is better. I could go with Heal Spirit's best card in the game. Man, I don't know.
I'm giving you content, man.
I like it, dude. I like it. Okay, and so far, things are looking... You're making this look easy, like it's mid-ladder.
Pretty much, yep. Let's see. Perfect timing. He can't defend us. He went in too hard. And even if he did defend, I can still easily defend his Balloon for 0 damage.
Wow. And it seems like Balloon cycles back in the meta, so it fares pretty well. It seemed like I don't want to... like you said, on paper, you'd say, oh, he has Bomb Tower, so not the easiest matchup, especially with the new Earthquake. But nah, you made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, for sure. Snowball is the key in this matchup. Snowball is the one thing stopping them from getting any damage. So yeah. Okay,
yeah. Talk a little bit about, why don't you search for the next match, and while we do, instead of cutting here, talk a little bit about, like, because the Snowball is one card we haven't really mentioned here. We talked about Hunter, Mega Knight, and the win conditions, the cycle cards. So Snowball, is that a card that, if you can defend with, say, bats instead or something, like, are there any is there any cards in this deck that you should be reluctant to use unless you really have to?
So since it's a cycle deck, even if you're reluctant to play a card, it's still very often okay to play that card because you can cycle fast or back. It's very rare that they'll be able to outcycle you. Against matchups like 2.9, for example, you'll always want to have your Mega Knight and Earthquake for every single expo they did. So I'd be reluctant to play Mega Knight unless they play expo in that matchup.
Okay, makes sense. We'll go ahead and cut and come back when we have a match. Oh, that one didn't take long at all. Here we go. All right. Give the golden hog rider here.
Just gonna split bats. He starts off with spear goblins. Last meta, I wouldn't do this play just because Tornado was so popular, but this meta, I'm very confident to just split hoggies at the start like that, because it's really hard for him to defend everything. And not really anyone's using Tornado anymore, so...
Isn't that crazy? Alright. It's weird. Does that, like, would you advise my viewers that if they're playing, like, Log Bait, or if they're playing, you know, Miner, that they can be more aggressive with their first placement? Just assuming there's no NATO, or? Yeah,
I've seen some pro players even play Miner in like the back spots. He has a really nice King Tower activation.
Oh, nice, yeah. That was well played.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So switch up your Miner look because people are still gonna old habits die hard, right? And people are still gonna predict your Miners in in the safe spot, you know. So I like that. Yeah,
it's very situational, but. There might be a new meta of playing Miners and not the safe spot. We'll see.
So this deck is interesting. He's got arrows and log, and then a bunch of, Hog, Musketeer, and then swarmy cards with Mega Minions. So it's kind of weird.
This is when you'll see the shine of the new Earthquake.
Okay.
The interaction on the Skeleton Army is massive, so hopefully we'll get a nice prediction or something.
Yeah, between the Hunter and the Mega Knight, it seems like you should have this on lockdown, maybe.
Hopefully.
In theory, not to put any pressure on you. But that's the beautiful thing, like you said at the top of this video, right?
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
I did not expect that. So unfortunately, we didn't have Earthquake and Cycle, and we don't have Elixir for Mega Knight. So we're just gonna have to tank some damage and then Earthquake that a bit late.
Okay. Wow, that was the last thing anybody expected there. Interesting.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming.
Able to cycle right back to Hunter, though. That was the cycle power of this deck.
Yep. The Hunter goes down. We're going to go for a predict on his Skeleton Army here. Damn it, he bait.
All right, so let's see what he does.
Damage, so it's fine. And now we have our cycle sorted. We can Mega Knight and then Earthquake the Expo, and it will die easy. Nice. I really like that the Mega Knight went for this. Oh god. Oh no, I missed the snowball as well.
Oh no, what is this deck, dude?
I didn't know he had the Expo, so I cycled Earthquake and I lost because of that.
Yeah, that was pretty lame, man.
Yeah.
That was like, but that's the surprise value. We had OP Sam on the channel yesterday. And we were talking about like why, is there a benefit to running ridiculously off meta decks that no one can predict, even if the cards are weird and unorthodox or underpowered? And he was like, yes, that's exactly it. Like that surprise factor is all you need sometimes,
Yeah, for sure. And it clearly paid off for him in that match.
Yeah, like that's the last thing you were like, yeah, this is easy. And then I was just like, oh crap. All right, you want to go one more live?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, here we go, guys, into the next match against Elaine. We'll give him the choke because he's being a meanie. He's going. Oh, okay. So Mortar, that shouldn't be.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Matchup. It depends on their support cards.
Yeah, I think I learned from the last match to never say something is an easy matchup till I know all 8 cards, right? Okay. Let's give him the Princess Yawn.
The ultimate disrespect. And oh my god,
it's a Royal Giant Mortar deck!
And I don't have anything right now, so I'm gonna hopefully tower trade here.
Hopefully. Does he have barb? No, he has no elixir. Okay.
And I can even defend, so that's a really good. That's a really good trade for me. And against siege archetypes such as Mortar and Expo, it's really good just to take one tower super early on because they can't. He'll never be able to take my left tower now with a Mortar.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, that went well. It was scary for a moment, but then it's just like, wait a second, he's investing way too much. He's being too aggressive.
Yeah.
You know?
Log and RG, it wasn't really the play. I know that's a really cheap defense for me. I would normally hog these here, but I don't have elixir. What were you saying, sir?
I'm sorry. Do you think that will be more Hunter now that kind of mini P.E.K.K.A? I mean, we're also seeing a little bit more Lumberjack too, but do you think Hunter will be a little bit better this meta?
Yeah, Hunter's a really good all-around defensive card, and now that Graveyard is kind of dying, surprisingly, Hunter matchups are pretty difficult against Graveyard, so I think for sure Hunter's going to be very strong. Well, nice. that was a bad earthquake from me, but we end up killing the Mortar regardless.
Anyway, yeah.
So I guess that was fine. And we're going to Mega Knight this instead of Hunter. And that should... Even though he'll obviously take the tower, we have a really nice counter push.
Yeah.
And he spent a lot of elixir without killing anything.
Yeah, and Mega Knight's just chilling slowly, just I need to build up more elixir.
I love placing my heal spirit in the pocket. It's really hard for him to stop that way.
Yeah.
Pro tip for you guys.
I like that, I like that. And here we go, you get one hog on the, one pig on the tower.
A lot of damage. Mega Knight getting crazy value. Well, up so much elixir.
Dude, that Mega Knight was just like leaping. Oh, I love when he leaps over the log. All right, so here we go. Rocket, last card.
Just gonna Mega Knight in the back. Pretty safe. He can't draw Giant or Mortar in this situation. And we also have pressure for the 3-count. And now we can just Earthquake that. And that's easy crit damage, easy value.
Sure.
I'm gonna snowball his archers. And that's fine by me, because the Hunter will make quick work. Gonna Mega Knight it as well, just for the counter push. And look at his king right now.
I love what you did there with the, like, the patience to kind of like, okay, like, listen, I'm just gonna reel it in rather than being like, elixir advantage, I'm just gonna keep spamming, you know?
Yep, I'm able to be super defensive right now, and he has to defend 2 towers at once, and it's not looking good for him. I think I've got the dub.
I think so too. There it goes.
Let's go.
There it goes. You got to give him the Princess Yawn. You have to do it, man.
Oh, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it.
Give me a hug.
All right. GG's, Elian. All right, man. Hey, you want to coach me for one match before we let you go, man? All right. This might not be pretty. We'll see. Let me copy. That's yesterday's deck. Let's get it over here. And yeah, I think we're ready to go, man. Here we go. Oh, I only have 1 star level to max this deck out. I'm going to do it.
You definitely will.
Earthquake. Earthquake is my 3-star card. Man, I want to see some new star levels. The artist, our team has been, the graphic designers on the team have been killing it lately.
Yeah,
I think that like the last 2 arenas in a row were my favorite arenas. So anyway, here we go.
And the new loading screen as well. Beautiful.
Dude, yeah, man. All right, so here we go. My starting hand is Heal Spirit and that stuff.
That was quite a good reaction.
All right, so I'm attacking, man.
Yeah, it's good to be aggressive, and unfortunately,
it worked out
doesn't connect, but it's okay. So in this matchup, you'll always want to take note of his mini P.E.K.K.A. When he has mini P.E.K.K.A. in cycle, you have to be careful of that with your Mega Knight. Don't give him too much mini P.E.K.K.A. value.
Okay. So I don't think he's gonna hog. Oh, he's gonna hog here. Crap. No worries.
So you can just Mega Knight when you have Elixir. And he does have mini P.E.K.K.A. in cycle, but that's okay. You can either play Bats or Heal Spirit or something, and it should be fine.
Okay. Oh God.
Wow.
Are you serious, man? This game is rigged.
Wow, mini P.E.K.K.A.
Mini P.E.K.K.A.
If you win this, all your subs better, well, all your viewers better subscribe right now.
Right? Thank you. I agree.
Getting that plug. That was a good defense as well. You can
Okay.
defend really easy with bats or skeletons or whatever.
Yeah, I don't have either in hand, so I'm gonna have to waste.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this over here. Do this over here.
Perfect.
Ah, crap.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, buddy.
let's go.
All right.
Well played.
Thank you. He has
This guy-
zap. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Nah, he played it.
Oh, no, Mini
on
P.E.K.K.A.
the
Yeah,
left.
okay. All right. So Mini P.E.K.K.A. What the hell am I gonna do here, man?
Well, right now you're doing quite good actually.
But do I Royal Hog here? He only has
I
P.E.K.K.A.
guess
in
you
hand.
can. Your Mega Knight is not going to get any value in this matchup, I'm going to be honest. Maybe some value on the Hog Rider, but besides that, attacking is going to get no value. And he even has Fireball, so
Good God, man, this is ridiculous.
you really need to get value out of your skeletons in this matchup. That's the only way you can steal it. And you can actually Mega Knight?
Yep,
Yeah, perfect, perfect.
All right, so this dude...
And then pressure the left at the same time, and he'll really struggle to defend. Snowball, anything? Perfect.
Yep. So the
And look at the
problem here
red
is
tower.
I'm gonna struggle to defend too.
Um,
Nah, I got it.
Yeah, you got it. I trust you.
Okay, you shouldn't trust me anymore.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh,
no.
shoot.
Oh,
Oh, shoot.
no.
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
no.
dude. I don't know. I don't know. I really
That's a tough one.
botched that defense. But still. I guess I should have went Hunter right in the middle of the lane, right?
Yeah, so the thing about this deck, it can defend nearly every single push, but it's very tricky, so I don't blame you at all.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and try one more. I can't end in a loss
Sure.
now. I'm going to extend the video by like 20 minutes. All right, here we go against this guy. All right, so I have Skeletons, Mega Knight, Royal Hogs, and Snowball. There we go.
Perfect. That's the ideal start, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
Fisher. Snowball bat.
yeah.
Perfect. Oh,
Did
not perfect.
I
take
mean,
it back.
no, I was just trying to get the zap out. You know, it's just kind of a thing.
no.
It's like it's a new play people do.
Okay. I'm not on your level, so
Yeah, you'll understand someday. All right, so our new hand is Royal Hogs and would you have Royal Hogs here or no?
It's alright since he played his small spells. I'd play Royal Hogs with a heal spell though. That's the only change I'd make.
Okay.
When he plays Log, you always want to support your Royal Hog pushes with a heal spell. It's really strong. And if he plays that, then you want to support it with Bats.
Okay. This guy has log too. I didn't even notice.
So far, no big spells, so you have that going for you. But
Okay.
he's not played his 8th card, so who knows?
Okay, so here we go. It's go time. Ah.
You might get a lot of
Yo,
damage
Matt.
though. Yeah, that's perfect. You get like 1,000 damage there. Love to see it.
Sure. Let's see if I can kick him out of there.
Oh,
Nice.
perfect.
Nice. There we
Perfect
go.
defense.
All right, trying to make up for that zap or snowball.
Yeah, big snowball.
Pretty hard to miss a snowball on a non-moving target. Can't really come up with an excuse there. So I have enough for Royal Hogs and the thing. Should I get the Fireball to hand again, or?
Yeah, just playing Hogs or whatever is fine.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's a fine trade. Like, there's nothing bad about that. I'd snowball the minions.
Really? My bad.
Well, it's fine. Since
Let's see if I can really get this new thing called the snowball to work.
he's a god.
It takes a lot of practice to really land that snowball. All right. So tower is down.
Nice.
He doesn't have a big spell.
He has fireball though.
Oh yeah, that's
Besides
true.
fireball, he doesn't have a big.
Besides
spell.
big fireball, he has no big spell. That's great news. And there we go. All right. That was,
Let's
there we
go.
go. That's a better way. That's a better way to end the video, Thunder. There's, I'm just gonna go ahead and play a lot of matches with this deck. I gotta go, man. I gotta play some more ladder with this. This is fun, man. Did you pick this up? Where did you find this thing, or did you make it yourself? Like,
I
where did you?
created it myself. I actually created this deck a few months ago when Hoggies was originally buffed, but now the meta has shifted. It's became perfect.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for coming back on the channel, Thunder. Always great to have you, man. Any shout-outs or anything like that before we let you go? I'll have all the links to your Twitter and your Mad Cat and everything else, Twitch, everything that I can find for you in the show notes below.
Shout out to all those links then, and shout out to you, Ash, for providing so many people with great content.
Oh, shut up, man. Thank you. It would be nothing. My channel would be absolutely this last 20 minutes or whatever if it would not for you guys. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming back on.
Thanks.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Check out his player stats and profile, links to statsroyale.com, as well as all Thunder's social media and information in the show notes below, and the deck link. Give this deck a try, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. A huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner, as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.